Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Ryan's Ohana. So on this episode, we are going to talk about Hollywood studios and my favorite rides from my least favorite to my most favorite. Alright guys, so welcome back. So, Hollywood studios, it's one of my favorite parks to visit. And I really love it there. It's amazing. It blows a lot of the other parks away. But I have my favorite rides there and not so favorite rides there. So I wanted to kind of like tell y'all guys which ones are my favorite and which ones are not my favorite. So the one that's not my favorite is Muppets 3D Vision. It's kind of dated. It's kind of, it's been there for a while. It's a very fun show to see. It's 3D. At the end they put a hole, they blow a hole in the wall, and it's kind of dated with some of the things that they have in there. But it's still entertaining. It's still enjoyable. I like it. But it's not my favorite one to do. If I had a choice, if I want to get out of the heat, I'll go into that ride. But I'll go into that show. But I'm not gonna waste. Like when fast passes were available, I wasn't gonna waste the fast pass on it. If I wanted to get out of the heat, I would go and see it. But another one that's kind of not my favorite is, I know a lot of y'all are gonna hate me for this, is Star Tours. I know a lot of people like that ride, but for me, I just didn't like it because I got motion sickness in that ride. I remember I had the 3D glasses on and we were going through the galaxy and my wife was enjoying it, but I was not. I had to take the glasses off and look away to the side until it finished because I got motion sickness on that ride, and it just was not my favorite. But it is amazing for the people who do like it. I understand people are going to hate me for this, but it is an amazing ride. They do a really good job of making you feel like you're going in the galaxy, and they have updated it, with newer versions of it, to show the newer movies that have come out. But it's not one of my favorites. And then another one that we have is Alien Swirling Saucer. I like that ride. It's a really enjoyable ride. When you're spinning around, you're kind of on a flat surface. It's kind of reminds me of the teacups, but just with aliens. And I know my niece really liked it when she got on it. It was kind of one of her first rides she's ever ridden. She was, I think, 2.5 at the time when we took her, and she really loved that ride. She got on and she still remembers it to this day. She always tells me that she wants to go back and ride it again. And I wouldn't mind getting back on that ride again. It's really fun ride. And another one that we have is Story Mania. That is another one of the rides that I ride. And Story Mania, you're jerking around like this, and you're shooting the screens, and you're trying to get as much points as you can. And I never win that ride for some odd reason. My wife always beats me in that ride, and I kind of get mad because I try to aim for the higher points when we're going through the screens and we're going through and trying to get the ring toss on there, or we're trying to shoot the balloons. And it's really fun. Take your kids on it; they'll really love it. And that's another one of my favorite rides here at number 6. Number 7. But at number 6, I know this one I probably should rank higher on my favorite rides to ride. But coming in at number 6 is Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Honestly, I would rate that one higher if it was like a roller coaster or something like that. But just the immersiveness that it puts you in that cartoon, and especially the pre-show. The pre-show is amazing. It's really fun to see, Goofy and Mickey and Minnie, and going through, especially the cast member that's there at the beginning of the pre-show, and the way they interact with each other, and the screen that blows up, and you have to walk through the screen to get to the ride, and it's really immersive, and it's really fun. And especially once you get on the train and you're going through and you're seeing all these things, and you're trying to and you get loose from Goofy's train, and Mickey and Minnie are trying to save you and they get into their shenanigans, and it's really fun. It's a really immersive ride, and kids will love it. I love it. I mean, I would, like I said, I would rank it higher, but I'm more of a roller coaster guy, but I would rank this one higher if it wasn't for the roller coasters. So at number 5, I have the Slinky Dog Dash. Now, Slinky Dog Dash, it's a kid's ride. It's kind of like a kiddie roller coaster, but it's not. But I love that ride. I mean, especially when you ride it at night and you can see when the fireworks are getting ready to come on and you ride it at night and you have all the ride lit up and with all the different colors that it has in there with the toys and with the blocks and especially the one thing that I did notice when riding it at night is the track. The track actually lights up when the train goes by. So as the train goes by, behind it, the track is actually lighting up with it. And that's actually really cool. And I actually shot a video at night of the ride when we were on the on-ride, a point of view on the ride at night. And we had the fireworks going off on it. And I'll actually post that video here pretty soon. And you guys can see what it was like to ride it at night. And it's really amazing to ride at night, and it's really beautiful. The colors that they have on the ride, really, 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 really cool to ride at night. I really highly suggest it. I mean, when Lightning Pass comes back, that one's going to probably be one of the go-to rides to get. Now, everybody likes to ride it in the morning, but I usually like to wait until nighttime to ride that ride because I love it so much to see it at night and see it all lit up, and it's really fun. So at number four is Rockin' Roller Coaster starring Aerosmith. Now, this past time when we went a few weeks ago, they didn't have the pre-ride on, but I think it was because we had gotten there early and we were literally the first ones on the ride. And it was really, really cool. And it was really, really fun to ride that ride, especially when it takes off. You have Steven Tyler saying 5, 4, 3, 2, and then it just takes off. It's really, 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 really cool. And then you're going through Hollywood, and you're getting to the show with Aerosmith, and it's really, really fun, really, really fun to ride. So at number 3, we have Tower of Terror. Now, this ride, I love it, riding it either during the day or at night. Like this ride is really, really, really fun. The details that Disney puts into it with the cobwebs and seeing the old hotel and the way, and if you ever get a chance to see behind the attraction and on Disney Plus and seeing how they did the Tower of Terror ride, I highly recommend that you watch that. It's so amazing, so details that they put in that ride, and you'll really, really enjoy it. And I enjoy riding it at night because you can see when you go up and the elevator's open and you can see into the park, and it's nighttime, and it just looks really, really, really cool to see it. And then of course you're dropping and all that good stuff. It's really, really fun. Highly recommend that ride as well. And then number 2 on my list is Smugglers Run, Millennium Falcon Smugglers Run. Now, I've only been the pilot on that ride once, and it was I messed up. I kind of was trying to get used to the handles of it, and we kept going like that in the ride. So I'm pretty sure everybody was kind of mad at me for the first part, but then once I got the hang of it, it was pretty cool. So I've only been the gunner and the pilot once, and it was really, really fun. Really, really enjoyed it. The details that they put in the queue and in the ride, and it's really, 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 really cool. Especially the Millennium Falcon that's in the front of it. I really wish you could actually go into that Millennium Falcon, and that was actually the Millennium Falcon that you got to ride in, but it's not. But seeing that, especially at night, is really, really, really cool. You'll love this ride. It's amazing. Definitely ride it. Like I said, it's number 2 on my list to ride. So here we go for the number 1 ride. But actually, first, let me do one more. Let me do an honorable mention. An honorable mention is Lightning McQueen's Racing Academy. That show is amazing in how they bring Lightning McQueen to life with the car, and he moves around and he talks with you guys, and Mater's there and Flo's there, and Sally's there. You know, it's really, really cool on how they put that together, and seeing that show. Anybody who's a Lightning McQueen fan or a Cars fan is going to really, really like that show. So my number one for Hollywood Studios is, of course, none other than Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, Rise of the Resistance. You have to get up early at 7 o'clock to get a boarding group for that. And if you get one, cool. If you don't, you got another chance at 1 p.m. to get one of those boarding groups. And just also with the details that Disney puts into this ride. The queue, the pre-show, just getting on the simulated ride at the beginning when you're getting to your area, and of course the cast members when they are included in the ride itself, you know, and especially when you get put into the holding cell and you see Kylo Ren and they break you out, and then once you actually get onto the ride, and it's just so amazing, that ride. You will leave that ride saying, why can't I ride this again? But I know as of right now in Hollywood Studios, and the way that the crowds are so low, I've been reading that they are allowing people to actually go into the queue again and ride the ride again for 2, maybe even 3 times, you know, in a day. I know when we went this past time, they actually had the queue open, but we had to go to Savi's to build the lightsabers, so we didn't get to go into that queue. And then when we were done, the park was already closed, so they had already shut down everything, and they were telling everybody to leave. But those are my 10 rides, from least favorite to ride, kind of like my top 10. And yeah, I mean, Hollywood Studios is an amazing park. You love it there. A lot of great things to do there, especially if you get to go to Oga's Cantina and have a drink there and have the Batu bites. It's really, 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 really amazing. And then, of course, just going to have a Rontu wrap. I like the morning Rontu wraps. My wife likes the original ones. Every time we go, we get one of those. So when we go this next time in January, we're actually going in October. But for October, it's just going to be a quick trip just to go to Magic Kingdom for the 50th, and then leaving the next day. So it's going to be a boom, boom, boom kind of a trip. And then when we go in January, that's going to be a more detailed out trip where we can actually enjoy ourselves and really, really enjoy the 50th anniversary at all the different parks, and seeing all the different things that all the parks that are going to have for the 50th anniversary. But I just wanted to do this quick video for y'all to do my top 10 of rides at and attractions at Hollywood Studios. So we'll see you guys in the next one.